So because the Jack's Vegan couple will not be able to stay the entire time because, they're really busy. And then Merrilee Jacobs has made the commitment to stay. She can't leave. So she's made the commitment to stay the whole entire time. I thought I'd take this moment to start at the end and say, I wish you love, peace, joy, and unexpected abundance. Make it the best day ever. Oh, that was a little late. Let's do that again. Make it the best day ever. That was good. Okay. So today we're going to learn what's next after eating
the Lillian McDermott Show.
Fasten your seatbelts, everybody. We're going to learn and grow together. Time to dance. Come on, let me see. You're just like today. Tell them to bring your camera down.
When life gets tough,
there you go.
It seems like your best day.
I love this. This is like the Brady Bunch.
If you're in need of hope, you know where I'm
pointing at each other.
right here.
You remember the Brady Bunch?
Right here. And when you need a friend, you can
everybody, let's move it.
I'll be
This is
right
number 8.
here. Right here waiting for you.
I love all the dancing. This is going to be a fun show. I can feel it in my bones.
Do when you need a friend. The Lillian McDermott Show. To reach out to Lillian, visit her on the web at whenyouneedafriend.com. Now let's all learn together. Here's Lillian McDermott.
Hello, my listening friend. It's so nice we can meet each other on the air on this beautiful best day ever. And for those of you who are new to the Lillian McDermott radio show, let me tell you what this show is about. I am committed to provide alternative ways to heal, and it is my mission to make awareness, responsibility, and truth a part of our everyday life. And I hope you, my listening and my viewing friends, will feel empowered to embrace a new truth and live the life of your dreams. Now today, I think we're giving away a DVD, but just hold off a second because I just want to make sure that before I say we're giving a DVD, oh, we are. I'm getting the nod. We are giving a DVD away of Eating You Alive. Who wants a DVD? Who wants a DVD? 10th caller or texter, 407-373-5959. As you know, the documentary Eating You Alive had its national debut back in April. And since then, a lot has happened. The Lillian McDermott radio show and the Jack's Vegan couple have partnered up with one another and started the Heal Tribe. And we are the show, well, really the show, all of us together, collectively, we are all one, making a difference together. And together we are an overwhelming majority. And who do we have to thank for this? All the people before us that have taught us that food does matter, that you can choose your fork over a knife, that, what the health. What the health? All these people have come together and Eating You Alive, my new favorite documentary that the co-producer Merrilee Jacobs is here to update us on this documentary and what the changes that she has seen and what has happened with this whole food, plant-based lifestyle revolution. So guess what? We have that copy today. 10th caller or texter, 407-373-5959. And since it is our sole purpose in life to give and receive love and knowledge, I am grateful that Merrilee Jacobs, Ubaid, and Safura Osmani are here to do just that. Welcome, everybody, to the Lillian McDermott radio show.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Yes. And for those of you who are going to watch the video today, we look like we have so many open videos. We have little chat buttons. We look like the Brady Bunch, looking down, pointing up, having sideways. There's all of us are together right now. So before we get started, we're gonna bring the Jack's Vegan couple later on. But for now, we have Merrilee Jacobs. Merrilee Jacob, what has happened since this national debut? Welcome.
Thank you. It's so great to be here once again. And, the national debut was awesome. And we were in close to 600 theaters across the country and got to receive feedback from so many people. Even as the movie had started, it was great because our hosts, which were numerous Food for Life instructors through PCRM and people that were passionate about it. You all there,
Yes.
Jack's vegan couple and yourself. We got to be texting with everybody almost as the show was beginning and kind of hearing how it was playing out in certain time zones. And I think that the most fulfilling part of that whole experience, in all honesty, was being able to work with such wonderful people that are passionate too in all their local areas. But the feedback that started coming in after the film, through our social media, through the website, a gentleman talking about how he drug his immediate family. I think there was 13 of them that he did, right? Kicking and screaming or grumbling at the very least, if you will,
Yes.
to the film. And he said, and on the way back, that's all they were talking about. And his 11-year-old son said, "Dad, I'm going vegan. I want to go vegan." And to hear that powerful impact, that a message has when it's delivered in video form or film form, it's an easy consumable in that way. And you can say so much in that time. And to hear that it made that kind of an impact was incredibly fulfilling and very, very exciting, because now you just see the ripple effect then, from the people who were there to watch it, who went to tell friends, and we're hearing people come back and say, "Oh, me and my best friend are going to do this now. I saw the film, I walked out of there, I made the commitment, I'm starting tonight." And that was the goal. I mean, that's always been the goal. That was always the vision for the film, was to render that kind of an impact. So it's wonderful to hear.
Yes, absolutely. And I know what you have gone through. How long has this journey taken you from the moment this was a thought to the moment you were in the theaters?
Oh, mercy. Our own journey began, I believe it was February of 2014.
Wow.
No, 2015. February of 2015. We actually didn't take us very long to come to that decision that we wanted to do a documentary. I think 6 weeks in, our whole team had experienced such transformational changes that as a team, we decided, how do we share this message? And since, film and video is what we do for a living, that's what took us there. So, from February of 2015 to now.
Okay, and we're going to continue our conversation with the Merrilee, Safura, and Ubaid when we return worldwide at whenyounneedafriend.com. Start dialing 407-373-5959 to get your DVD. Be the 10th caller or texter. We'll be right here waiting for you. Okay, I hope you guys are calling 407-373-5959, which is Ubaid's former age. He thought I was saying 5'9". He's 5'9", which he just turned 60. Happy birthday, Ubaid.
Thank you, Lily.
And happy Father's Day to you. Get close to your mic, okay, Ubaid?
Okay.
There you go. Yeah, my guest yesterday kept going, talking to me this way, I'm like, get a little closer.
You can text Lillian McDermott or leave her a
There we go.
voicemail at 407-373-5959. Once again, here's Lillian.
Welcome back to the Lillian McDermott radio show, where we always learn and grow together. And today is a full house. We have so many teachers today, starting with Merrilee Jacobs, the co-producer of Eating You Alive. And of course, Paul Kennemer, who's the director, co-producer, is not here today. But I know that the two of them make such an unbelievable team to create this, and everybody that was a part that had a thumbprint in that movie, it's made such a big difference in so many people's lives. And that's the documentary Eating You Alive. And you know what? I should have this there it is. I'll go get it so I can show it to everybody. So for you, if you'd like a copy of Eating You Alive, be the 10th caller or texter. Now, please remember, leave a message. Don't expect me to answer the phone. I don't answer the phone during the show. This is my own phone, 407-373-5959. Joining us now, I just want to shift gears here, are Safura Osmani and Ubaid Osmani. Yes, they are the Jack's vegan couple. And I'm really excited that we have partnered up as a result of this documentary. It brought us together sooner because we were making some plans the moment they said, "Hello, Lily. I am a fan. And so, Ubaid, share a little bit about yourself real quick, and then I'll have Safura.
Hi, Lily. My name is Ubaid Osmani, and I'm half of the Jack's vegan couple. And I have been on a whole food plant-based journey for the past 12 years, and I have never looked back.
Yes. Isn't it a wonderful experience,
It's a wonderful feeling, right?
And what has changed you? What has changed in you since then? If you would say 3 words that describe Ubaid as a whole food plant-based man, what would you say?
Healthy and thriving.
Healthy and thriving. I love it. Okay, Safura, tell us a little bit about yourself. And you're like a regular on the show now, right?
I love being on your show, Lily. Thank you so much for having us. I'm Safura Osmani, the other half of Jack's vegan couple. So a little bit about me is I followed Ubaid when he said, we're doing this plant-based journey. Get on board with me. So I started researching recipes, looking at whole food plant-based ideas, and really started educating myself. And we started the online social channel called Jack's Vegan Couple, where we educate, engage, and inspire with awesome, healthy, plant-based whole food recipes, and people can go there to educate themselves. We have resources, links, tips, and great ideas on Instagram, Facebook, as well as our blog.
Yes. And so if you were to describe 3 words, because you kind of went there kicking and screaming, Ubaid was the one that started this, right?
Absolutely. It was really hard for me in the beginning, but 3 words to describe myself as of today, Lily, is I feel alive, energetic, and just full of, I'm always inquisitive and trying out new recipes, and that just gets me really excited.
I knew you couldn't do it in 3 words. Okay, Safura, let's talk about what happened after, because what this show is about is not only Eating You Alive, right? The documentary, and promoting for those of you, by the way, 10th caller or texter, 407-373-5959. Just text in or call and say, I want the documentary Eating You Alive, because you guys are going to be the first ones to get it, right? So this is the now what. I remember after we and Merrilee doesn't know this, we had over 100 people show up at the theater in Jacksonville. And of course I coordinated also in Brevard County, and we had a good turnout there as well. But prior to going to the movies, we shared a meal together. Safura, share how many people showed up at that meal.
We had over 60 people who attended the meal, Merrilee.
That's awesome.
And we worked with the restaurant to make it oil-free, plant-based, so exciting. Some of the energy that you were talking about, Merrilee, this is what the people were saying. I brought my friend, I brought my husband, I brought my child, because we wanted them to see this movie. And then there was so much excitement even after the movie in the theaters. It was contagious. Lily and I were just all over the place in the bed talking to the people, and they kept asking, what's next? Where do we go from here?
Yes. And as a matter of fact, after the movie was over, because I have a privilege to have an original copy of Eating You Alive, after the movie was over, we got up to talk about what's next. And that's what we called. We didn't even know that you were doing the 1 through 10 what's next and helping people go to that next level. But we created Healthy Eating and Living Heal Tribe. And so Ubaid, share a little bit about the Healthy Eating and Living Tribe and what our goal and our mission is.
For the Healthy Eating and Living Tribe, Lily, the goal and mission is how do we inspire, engage, and educate people and have fun with them, make them into our tribe, and see, what are the things that they wanted to go forward going on a whole plant-based journey. What are their ailments, so they can have like a community feeling as a family get together every month at least, and then go forward from there.
Yes. And so we got up, Merrilee, and we were ready to share what's next. And we were going to invite them to our Heal Tribe, Healthy Eating and Living Tribe in Jacksonville. We also have one. So the First Coast and the Space Coast, we have 2 and I encourage everybody around the nation, around the world, to start their own Heal Tribe, and we can help out with that as well. And the goal is for us to learn how to heal mind, body, spirit, because food is important, but it's not the end-all be-all. There's more to it than just the food. Safura, let's talk about our next gathering for the Heal Tribe, which is tomorrow.
Absolutely, and that is tomorrow. And we've been doing many different things, Merrilee, with our group here. We're looking to do a potluck. We've had a Mediterranean chef come in and prepare the food without oil. The team was very, very excited. Our tribe loved that. But tomorrow we decided to do something different, and that is, how do you make sushi? Get them involved.
Vegan sushi.
Vegan sushi, absolutely. And that is taking place tomorrow at 5:30 at the House of Leaf and Bean here in Jacksonville. The address is 14474 Beach Boulevard. And the owner of the restaurant is our good friend Wen. And we've had the opportunity to go and meet with her. And she's looking forward to the tribe coming in and making vegan sushi with the chef.
Yeah, so everybody's going to have their, thank you, Safura, for that. Everybody's going to have their ingredients given to them, and they're going to teach us step by step, because that's a fun thing to do, isn't it, Merrilee? I see you nodding your head.
Hands dirty or clean, as the case may be. But yes, to get your hands in it is just makes it all the more adventuresome and fun.
Yes, and so for those of you who would like to be, because they need to know how many people are showing, we have already, how limited are we as far as Safura, as far as the space goes?
Wen can accommodate a few more people. We are at 20 right now. She can accommodate a 10 more. But,
Okay.
you know, people can respond to us through the Heal Tribe group on Facebook. They can respond to us at contact@jacksvegancouple.com through email. And then they can also text you as well, right, Lily?
Yes, you can text me or you can email me. So if you want to attend tomorrow's event in Jacksonville at the House of Leaf and Bean, and that starts at 5:30, you can let me know by just texting me, 407-373-5959. That's 407-373-5959. Now, Ubaid is our wonderful source of information. He's the researcher. He is the backbone of the Heal Tribe. So I would love for you to, and our wisdom like flamethrower. So anything that you would like to share before we close the segment, Ubaid, about the Heal Tribe?
The Heal Tribe is for everybody to come together based on what the people need, and we all talk about we have a couple of doctors that come on and speak to them about
Yes.
all the health issues and what they want to get out of it. So basically, we have to claim our health back from the medical industry, the pharmaceuticals, and the food industry, because the food industry treats people as if they are not concerned about the health industry, and the health industry treats people as if they are not concerned about their food industry.
Correct. So what we're doing is we're combining everything: mind, body, spirit. Call us. Let us know, 407-373-5959. If you would like to attend tomorrow's event, it's going to be fun. The last time we got together, we talked about healing the mind, body, spirit of cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And so we have Dr. Niels discuss the cancer, the technical aspect of cancer. Then the Jack's Vegan Couple talked about foods that heal cancer. We talked about G-bombs. Dr. Joel Furman is part of the documentary Eating You Alive. And then lastly, I talked about the emotional aspect of cancer. And that was just it was a little heavier, because that's the one thing that people don't want to look at. We want a quick fix, but it works from the inside out. And so that was our last time we got together in Jacksonville. And so this time we're just going to have fun. We're going to learn how to make sushi. And for those of you who want to travel to Jacksonville, you're welcome to join us. Our space is limited, so call now, 407-373-5959. We have jacksvegancouple.com, and you can reach Safura or Ubaid. And you can call me or reach me at lily@whenyouneedafriend.com. Safura, last words of the famous. What would you like to say for those of you who are interested in joining tomorrow?
It's going to be absolutely fun event where you'll get to mingle, meet with friends, talk about healthy eating habits, and make your delicious vegan sushi and eat it too. So
That's right. That's right.
looking forward to seeing you guys. Come on out.
Thank you. Thank you, Ubaid, Safura. I love having the Jack's Vegan couple by my side as we partner together in the First Coast. And I have my team of elves in the Space Coast. And that meeting is going to be in July 11th. So I'm really excited. Thank you for everything that you do. Look at Merrilee. Look at what you've done. Look at what you started.
Not me. You know, it's a whole team of us working together and being able to come together and make a difference. And that's what it's all about. That's what life's all about.
Yes, absolutely. And did you ever think when you started this film, you were going to reach so many people?
We hoped. But
yes.
did we believe that we could? No, I don't know. You know, you put your best effort out there and you see what happens. But it's amazing. And Safura and Ubaid, I'm so looking forward to meeting you in person. And actually, I think that might be soon. So we'll be in Jacksonville before too long.
Yeah. When are you coming to Jacksonville?
The dates haven't been established just yet, but I figure it's probably going to be within the next 60 days.
Very good. And when you do that, when we need to discuss it, because I already have a location where we can create an event and maybe we can have a private viewing. How about that?
Absolutely.
And a question and answer.
Absolutely. And some good food, Safura. I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely. We are looking forward to it, Merrilee. We can't wait to meet with you either. And like Lily said, we would love to. So I'm the social media guru. I will promote it. I will tag, and we'll have lots of people attend that event.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much, Ubaid and Safura, Osmani, Jack's Vegan Couple. You can go to jacksvegancouple.com to learn more. And we're going to continue our conversation with Merrilee Jacobs when we return. And for those of you who want a copy of Eating You Alive, be the 10th caller. 407-373-5959. And we're going to continue our conversation when we return worldwide at whenyouneedafriend.com. We'll be right here waiting for you. That was good. That was good. Thank you so much, you guys, for taking the time out of your busy day.
Great meeting both of you.
Bye, Merrilee.
We look forward to meeting with you. Bye-bye.
Okay, here it is in my hot little hand. What does it look like now? Do you have the latest copy of Eating You Alive, Merrilee?
It looks just like that.
It looks just like this.
Yeah, just
awesome.
Little bit of edit changes in credits, but other than that, we're all the same.
Yep. And when has the DVD come out already? Has been released?
Well, actually we're taking orders right now. Delivery will start next week, toward the end of the week, actually. Okay. After we get the shipment in. Then we'll be busy beavers making sure that all of them get sent to the right people. So
wow, you guys are doing so much. I mean, has this been harder work than you thought?
You know, anything new is a challenge, and there are certain aspects of it that we thought, that are a little more challenging than we ever anticipated, for certain. Mm-hmm. But everything in life is a journey, and it's a life lesson, right? We're on a huge learning curve, and I don't know that you ever, at whatever point you don't feel like you're in a learning curve, then you maybe need to check your pulse, because that's all life is one big learning, environment. And we've learned a lot. And so I hope that I am assuming that we're going to continue that particular part of the journey.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, I wrote a meme when I first started really getting that there is always room for improvement. I did a meme with like a body outline. If you think you know it all and you're done growing, draw a chalk line around you because you are dead. And that's a meme I did. But then there's another, and I should add this to it. And P.S. If you ever find me on the street without lipstick, draw a chalk line around me because I'm dead. Those are two things that you could draw a chalk line around me. Ever here? You've got permission. Permission.
Absolutely. That's
so now we're going to talk about what's next, because this is so crucial.
Yeah,
it's very crucial to all of us. How much time do we have now, Brian? 1 minute. Oh, okay. We're making some good time. So tomorrow I'm really excited because I have tried to make sushi in the past,
Uh-huh.
and it doesn't work really well. So I'm now with vegetables and the sauces. That's what's going to be so crucial
Oh,
is those special sauces.
It is.
And yeah, and being able to, there's a lot of vegans out there, and I want to hear what the vegan community has done as far as when they hear the no oils and no sugars.
Yeah, for sure. And that's been really that's been great, because a lot of times films come out like this. Obviously, Forks Over Knives was the pioneer film,
Mm-hmm.
and it comes out, and everybody just consumed, that movie and took it in and start making changes. It made a huge impact on people's health and changing their mindset. And I think when films come out like this, a lot of times, the criticism is made.
Here we go. I guess it's time to get started.
I'll be right here waiting for you.
You can text Lillian McDermott or leave her a voicemail at 407-373-5959. Once again, here's Lillian.
Welcome back to the Lillian McDermott Radio Show, where we always learn and grow together. I'm your host, Lillian McDermott, and I'm so thrilled. I am just beyond ecstatic that I get to bring this information to all of you. And not only just bringing it to you, but I get to learn and grow with you. And you're growing on this journey with me. And today I'm excited that we have, the Jack's Vegan couple just stepped away because they have other jobs, and we all have other worlds and other jobs that we do. And so they are back to work, but they shared, the Heal Tribe. Tomorrow we're gathering together to learn how to make sushi. But you know what? The sauces are going to be just wonderful. And that's what, when you embrace a whole food plant-based lifestyle, you become very creative without the foods that aren't necessary in your life, the foods that create addiction, the foods that keep you from that optimal health that we all desire. And this is the place where you learn about this. It's about whenyouneedafriend.com. We all work together. Go to whenyouneedafriend.com, become a subscriber. And while you're there, you want to catch the off the air, on the air. Click on the YouTube video, become a subscriber there. Click onto my social media, like me there. There's podcasts that you could subscribe to, iTunes, Google Play Music, iHeartRadio, Spotify. I'm everywhere. Oh my gosh, I didn't just realize that I'm everywhere. And also be the 10th caller or texter, 407-373-5959, and get your copy of Eating You Alive, where they focus on you one bite at a time. Merrilee Jacobs is here, and we're going to talk about the now what, what's next, which all of us, we want this. We want and desire this, Merrilee, but then we go home and we're sabotaged, or we go to a party and we're sabotaged. We sabotage ourselves because we don't set ourselves up. So now what? And I know at the end of the video, at the end of the documentary, you guys got up and said, now what? What's next? So let's start with the now what. What is the first step, Merrilee?
I think the first step, we're hoping that most people took in the theater that night. And Dr. Goldner in the film makes the statement towards the end. I hope people remember this. She said the hardest part about changing your diet and your life and your health is just deciding to do it. So often we sit and we argue with ourselves because we know that we need to do this, but our addictions and our traditions and our culture, whatever it is, mentally, we keep ourselves from that because we don't fully dive in.
Yes.
More often than not, because of fear of not liking the food, fear of, what happens when we don't have these foods that we love and that we have good feelings about, which again goes to the emotional.
Yes.
The fear of how do I navigate when I'm with family who don't eat this way, or in social circumstances, or at work. A lot of fear. In fact, fear, I know you agree with this, fear keeps us from life. from
Yes.
living life in every aspect. Fear is what keeps us from doing that. And it's no different with food. So the first step is just committing to saying, you know what? Yes, I'm all in. I want to do this.
I want to do this.
Yeah.
And set yourself up. You know, I know that fear is a big one for all of us. And I say nothing good comes from fear. Nothing. No decision, nothing good comes from fear. So I changed it into an acronym because I'm a bit of an acronym junkie. So I changed it to focus every avenue required, or follow every avenue required. So that means that if you want to work out, like last night, my intention was to go to the gym, but I didn't set out my clothes, my gym clothes. Usually I set them out, and if I set it out, I'm going to go. Got my sneakers, I got everything ready to go. But I realized I did not set it out, and you know what I did? I changed my time that I got up. Instead of 4:30 in the morning, I got up because I went to bed late. So I thought, you know what? I'm not going to force my body to do this.
Yeah.
And so I set myself up for failure, right?
Yeah.
And so, but today I am going to do it later on as opposed to the morning. Got my rebounder ready. I'm going to be jumping today. Okay, so just do it. Make a decision. That's number one. Number two,
invite somebody on the journey with you. You know, we're very social creatures. We were designed and created that way to want to be a part of a community. And whenever you make a decision, you can make it on your own. And so many people do. And I commend them for doing that on their own, because it's tough. It's a tough journey. When you do it with a group, with a friend, with family, with a
Heal
spouse,
Tribe.
Yes,
Tribe.
your that's right, exactly. Your Heal Tribe, your Plant Pure Pod, whatever
Yes.
group it is that you're a part of, church group, it just increases the success rate exponentially.
Yes.
You know, so and the great thing about this is you're not forcing somebody to do this with you. You're extending an invitation to life and vibrancy and health and all the years that you can spend with them doing fun and active things, you know. And so this is not oh, I got to do this type of thing. This is what an adventure to take. And so that's extend the invitation to someone, because you're not only doing yourself a favor, but you're doing them a huge favor as well.
That's right. And every adventure starts with yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So an extended invitation. I've learned that in life, just because you invite somebody doesn't mean they have to come.
No.
It just means that you can be an invitation. I know that I have invited people to join me in this journey. Some have said no, and some have mocked me and made fun of what I'm doing. But you know what? 20 years later, they're coming to me going, what was that again? So, you know, it's not shooting out of the starter's mark when you start the race. It's that pace that you keep that's important, so that you can help people along the way.
Yeah, it's planting seeds. It is.
Planting seeds. Okay, so number three.
Number three, consult your physician.
Absolutely.
Anytime you're going to make a major change in your lifestyle. And this is particular to the people who have been diagnosed with certain chronic diseases and are on lots of medications. For those who are relatively healthy, not on medications, you don't necessarily need to talk to your doctor, because obviously you haven't been seeing him because you're not that sick. At least not that you're aware of.
Yes,
right?
or you're in denial.
Yeah, exactly. But for those people who are on medication specifically and see their doctor regularly for a chronic disease that's being monitored, you absolutely must involve your physician, because your changes are going to be so rapid if you jump in and do this, that they're going to need to monitor your medications very, very closely, because more than likely they're going to be reducing the dosage and taking you off of them and that kind of thing. And so they need to be a part of that journey. And don't be discouraged if, you know, you walk in, your doctor goes, oh, I don't recommend this, or you're going to have, this isn't, you know, your doctors may not be, and I say may as a qualifying, they may not be educated to the power of nutrition. Good. It's not their fault. Okay, they weren't taught it in school, but so many of them now are doing that journey, taking that journey on their own and educating themselves to nutrition, because the information is out there. And you can be really helpful in that by, you know, taking your physician the China study. Yeah. Taking your physician Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease by Caldwell Esselstyn. Take them a movie, you know, take them Eating You Alive.
That's
take
right. I was waiting for that one.
You know, take them those things that will help them in their educational journey as well.
Yes. And for those of you who would like a copy of Eating You Alive, be the 10th caller or texter, 407-373-5959. I'm glad that you mentioned about the doctors, because I wrote that down as you were discussing this. There are going to be doctors that are going to say, oh, that's ridiculous. Here's a pill for diabetes. Continue to eat your sugar. That's not what we are talking about. We're talking about responsible living. And look at your doctor. If your doctor is giving you a prescription and they're overweight, they're smoking, or they're eating unhealthily, chances are they won't care. They won't make that connection either for you. So you have to be your own health advocate. Fire your doctor if they say, no, you cannot do it. And then move on to a doctor who might be integrative, holistic, alternative, all those words, functional. Those words mean a lot in today's when you pick a doctor. So if you need help with that, we can do more shows on it, but please be your own advocate. Now, 4, hydrate.
Yes. One of the biggest factors actually for people who are wanting to lose weight, but those who are wanting to get off their medications and that type of thing, the reason to hydrate is so incredibly important. Our bodies are the majority of water, right? And when you're trying to get rid of disease and things, you need to, just like you wash your car, you need to flush your system out. And the only way to do that is by drinking water. Dr. Brooke Goldner has had such phenomenal results with a particular protocol, a hypernutrition protocol that she uses. Actually, one of the basic requirements of that is that you drink a gallon of water a day. And for most of us, we're chronically dehydrated. So that seems like a challenge. But, add a little squeeze of lemon or lime, or throw some mint leaves and cucumber, whatever you need to do to get your water down. But you really need to focus on the hydrating.
Now, and you mentioned Dr. Brooke Goldner. She was on the show. She was the one that talked about healing bye-bye lupus. That's what she, actually it's goodbyelupus.com. You can find her there. But there's so many different ways that we can heal. If somebody's ever said to you, you're going to take this medication for the rest of your life, it's time to find a new thought, a new doctor, a new way of living. And we're going to continue our conversation. I want to encourage you to call 407, call or text 407-373-5959 for your own copy of Eating You Alive. And we're going to continue our conversation with Merrilee Jacobs when we return worldwide at whenyouneedafriend.com. We'll be right here waiting for you. Isn't that unbelievable? Doctors that would say, oh, I had a doctor that said to me, food allergies have nothing to do with skin reactions or stomach reactions.
Oh.
He was an allergist.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Just because somebody has MD behind their name, their credentials, doesn't mean they know everything. Again, you've got to go for that continuing education in a different direction. Because if you keep learning the same thing from the same people, you'll learn the same thing from the same people. Sometimes you got to step outside the box and get a little crazy uncomfortable.
Well, and I think physicians in their crazy schedules, because the way the system is set up, it's set up to just move people through much like cattle,
Yes.
You just get them through the system, you get to spend your 10 minutes with them, and then you're out to the next patient and that type of thing. And so there's not a lot of time there, in all honesty, for them. But if they would just take a step back and look at their patient population in their practice, and look at who is getting worse versus who is getting better, I think they quickly come to a realization when they have the time to step back and take a look like that, you know what? My people are not getting better. They're continuing to get worse. And it seems like I'm prescribing more and more medications. And this isn't what I got into this for. I really got into this to help people heal. I think that's why any physician really dives into this, because there's a lot of hours invested. There's a lot of time. There's a lot of after hours phone calls and emergency visits and that type of thing. And I think, for physicians to discover this information can be so incredibly empowering and reinvigorating as their practices, because then it allows them to do what they intended to do all along. And that was help heal people.
That's true. We get hijacked by the media. We get hijacked by the pharmaceutical industry. We get hijacked by the food industry. And but at what point do we say enough?
Yes.
We can't continue to blame them.
Right.
because the information is out there. But you know what? We have been indoctrinated. I remember watching Ron Weiss
Yeah.
on there talking about, as a doctor and a healer, how helpless he felt about helping his father. Very touching. So I reached out to him. I visited his farm.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I did.
Isn't it the most wonderful place?
Ethos Health, yes. And we have Karina Lamalfa, who's a regular on the show, and Dr. Ron Weiss. And when he came on, he said something that was so powerful to me. He said, in the third year of medical school, I was told by the dean, the head of the medical school, I guess the residency, he was saying that if you think you're going to heal people, think again. You will manage their medication. What the frick?
Yeah. Yeah.
Manage their medication?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I know.
It's criminal. I mean, it literally is criminal. What a hopeless diagnosis for your career.
And he said no. But you know what? Doctors like Dr. Joe Furman were instrumental for his research. But that's what it takes. It takes a doctor that says, I don't know it all. Okay, we've got the rest of this.
You can text Lillian
this is the last segment, Merrilee.
At 407-373-5959. Once again, here's Lillian.
I want to remind all of you that tomorrow, the Heal Tribe in the First Coast is meeting at House of Leaf and Bean, and at 5:30. If you are interested in RSVPing, because we need to make sure that we know we have a place waiting right there for you, please call 407-373-5959. You can text me or you can call me. You can email me at lily@whenyounneedafriend.com, or you can reach out to Safura and Ubaid Osmani, Jack's Vegan Couple, at contact@Jack's Vegan Couple. And together, we are going to heal. That's what the Heal Tribe is. Healthy eating and living. And we're going to heal together, mind, body, spirit. So this is a fun social. RSVP 407-373-5959. Also, you might even, if you're RSVPing, put yourself in for the 10th caller or texter. 407-373-5959 will get you a free copy of the Eating You Alive documentary. I am so excited. Thank you so much, Merrilee, for being so generous, for giving this gift away today.
Oh, hey, there's nothing better than the gift of health, right? And we're just happy to do it and happy to be a part of the show. Thanks for including us.
You are welcome anytime. So we talked about just do it. Just make a decision. These are the 10 what's next, right? After seeing the documentary or making a decision to heal. The second one is extend an invitation. Do this with somebody that you love, but you can do it by yourself and join the Heal Tribe, or get your team to join the Heal Tribe. First Coast, Space Coast. Space Coast gets together on July 11th. So we're going to be doing a fun event there as well. And so number 3 is consult with a physician. So important. Number 4 is hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Number 5. What is number 5?
I believe that's make a plan.
Make a plan. That's right.
Number 5 is make a plan, because if you do not make a plan, you will be sabotaged. You'll find yourself in a place where you don't have food to eat. So part of making that plan is laying out, the dishes that you may already eat that are pretty close to whole food, plant-based. You may have some oil in them or whatever, and so you want to remove that. But looking at the dishes that are based around whole foods that you already enjoy, and start with those.
Yes.
And then look for recipes and try recipes out to build basically a menu or a list of recipes that are your go-to favorites. In all reality, most of us maybe have like 5 meals that we eat in a week that we rotate. Different, whether it's baked potatoes or Mexican or whatever. It's like we rotate those anyway. So don't get overwhelmed that you need this, huge recipe book full of all of these entrees and everything, because the fact of the matter is that's really not how you eat now anyway.
Correct.
So get a few things, do simple things, and make your plan.
Yeah.
Prepare things in advance. Yep. Learn how to bulk, batch prepare. Prepare some things that are easy take-alongs, or learn how to, shop in your freezer section for those things that are steam in a bag in the microwave. I know a lot of people don't like to use microwaves, but in this lifestyle, if you're on the go, those steam in a bag things like brown rice and mixed veggies, and you get a can of, salt-free beans. You can make a very healthy meal, very satiating meal. May not be the most gourmet, but it's nutritious and it's disease reversing, and that's what you want. So make a plan.
I like that. And so making a plan, again, is so crucial. We sabotage ourselves because we want to be right about whatever we were told when we were kids, like we weren't enough, or we couldn't figure it out, or there's an emotional component to food. We feel so attached. In my family, it would have been easier for me to walk away from my religion than walk away from the meat and the oils and the unhealthy fried foods. And so it's taken a long time, but finally I think I've been accepted the way I eat. But then when they accept the way I eat, I go, boom, no oils, boom, no sugar. And they're going, what? We just accepted you this way. Now you're going to do more. There's always more that we can learn and grow. And so make a plan is so crucial. Now the next one is?
Shop to drop, I think.
Shop till we drop. Okay, so let's explain a little bit that, because we're going to shop till we get better, right? We're going to get stronger.
Shop to drop means actually that you're dropping your Medicaid. You're shopping for the ultimate goal.
Love it.
Weight, dropping medications, dropping the doctor's visits regularly, all of the things that we don't want, dropping the disease diagnoses, right?
I love it.
All of those off to your paperwork. So that's why you shop to drop. And you mentioned a few of the items too. When you're shopping, you're focusing on whole plant foods, period. Bam, that's it.
Yeah.
No highly refined foods, no foods that have sugar on the label in all of its different forms and names, and no added oils. If you look at your ingredients label and you stay away from sugar in all of its various forms and oil, either of those two things, what you'll find is, since those are in almost everything that's packaged in that way, if you stay away from those two items, just look for those two items, you'll be eating healthy in the way you should already.
Very
because
good. Great tip.
Those two items, then you've got preservatives and dyes and everything else in the package. So just sugar and oil, make sure that's not anything in a label that you're purchasing, and you're going to be, pretty good to go. Whole plant foods.
Yeah, I like how you said added oils, because people say, what about olive oil? Olive oil is so healthy, and almond and avocado oils, they're so good for us. I say that if you want to eat in the whole food plant-based, not just me, the whole food plant-based community says that if you want the olive oil, then eat the whole olive. If you want the avocado or the walnut or the coconut oil, eat the whole walnut, avocado, or coconut, because that's how you get it.
That's right. You're focused on whole foods. That's the key thing. Whole foods, not extracted, not foods that have been derived, or different various sub things of these plants, but actually the whole plant. So that's the focus.
Very good. Okay. Number 7, execute the plan.
Execute the plan. Yes, that is begin doing this, right? After you've made the plan, actually follow through with it and make sure that you're taking your food with you, and that you're living this way, and that you're planning for meals and all of those cute kinds of things. So step in and actually start to make it happen. Don't just talk about it.
Very good. And number 8, you got to move it.
Yes. It's funny. We put this after making the plan, executing the plan, that type of thing. We actually added exercise here because so many people are confused that if I want to achieve all these health goals, I have to exercise more. And the fact of the matter is, exercise is a great part of any healthy lifestyle, but it does not reverse disease, period. Exercise does not clean your arteries out by itself. The only thing that cleans the arteries out is the food. So that's why we put it last. And it doesn't have to be crazy in the gym for, 3 hours, 6 days a week. Your first goal should be to walk at least 10 to 15 minutes at a moderate pace after every meal. If you can do that, you've already gotten in 30 minutes of walking exercise in a day. And that's an easy way to start. And for those people that are unhealthy, that's going to be even a bit of a challenge to them. They may be out of breath, overweight, and so it's difficult. So just do that. The great thing is, as you get healthier, lose the weight, you're going to feel like being more active. And it doesn't have to be in the gym active. It can be out, playing tennis, boating, doing the things that you really love, out playing tag with your kids on the lawn.
Yeah, there's something to say about the sun and getting sunlight, fresh air, all of that goes with it as well. Okay, so number 9, because we're coming up against the clock here, expect the unexpected.
Okay, anytime you're making a change, and especially when you're putting different things in your body's going to react. So expecting the unexpected means don't be surprised if you feel fatigued at the very beginning. Don't feel surprised if you're a little fuzzy-headed. Don't feel surprised if you're a little gassy or bloated or a lot gassy.
It's called detoxification.
It is. And so don't say, oh, this isn't working because I feel really horrible right now. You may go through a few days of horrible or a week of feeling not so good to your way of feeling absolutely phenomenally great and better than you have in years. So just expect that. Carry a box of matches around with you if you need.
Okay, I got that one. Okay, and number 10, continue to learn.
Yes, do not stop. Continue to read, continue to study. Go to Dr. Greger's nutritionfacts.org. Find every book you can on the subject of whole plant food. Stick with it there. Don't get confused by the other nonsense that's out there. Anything that's whole plant foods is disease reversing. Stick with that.
And listen to the Lillian McDermott radio show and join the Heal Tribe. Merrilee Jacobs, thank you so much for being part of today's show. I just absolutely adore you.
Oh, well, it's mutual. I love you.
Thank you. Thank you. And to you guys, 407-373-5959 will get you the copy, the 10th caller or texter, Eating You Alive. What are you willing to do to heal, my listening and viewing friends? Are you willing to do this? Love your body. Mind, body, spirit. This is Lillian McDermott wishing you love, peace, joy, and unexpected abundance. Make it the best day ever. Oh, I think I missed the deadline today. I think I went a little over. This was great. Thank you so much, Merrilee, for... You're so good. You're like got this black background, looks so professional. I've got all these things behind.
Oh no, that's this is just if you could only see what's behind the black background.
I need one of those black backgrounds. I think you've given me an idea.
Awesome.
Okay, so before we go, I don't know, we all have things to do, but before you go, what is next for Eating You Alive and you and Paul and the team?
We've just been in conversations. I believe we're signing an agreement today with what they call a producer's rep. And we're going to pitch. Now we're going to see what we can work with Netflix, Amazon, Hulu.
That's going to be great.
Out in, TV deals. We're going international, working out international distribution now. I don't know if I told you, we're off, right?
No, we're on. This is just for people on YouTube.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So
if you want to stop, because I do want to say something.
Yeah.
There are a lot of Eating You Alive YouTube clips and things like that. Yes. What do you have to say about that? Because I would love to have people become aware of the piracy.
Oh yes, absolutely. Anything we have published on YouTube with regards to Eating You Alive, all the physicians clips and everything, we're happy for people to share those. I think people do not understand that when you take a film and you purchase it, the digital download, whatever, it is not your right to take and further that. Your personal use is what copyright law covers. When you take and upload that to something like YouTube, it is damaging to the filmmaker. Any film, it's damaging to the filmmaker because that removes the ability for them to recoup all of the investment that they put into it. And for Paul and I, this has been a 4-year investment of all of our time, money, and resources to get this message out there. And, people say, well, everybody has a right to this message. Well, yeah, they do. They can go research and find that information on their own. But yes, but the way that this message is packaged is proprietary. It is something that took a lot of money to make and to build in, and a lot of sacrifice. And it's much like, I think the analogy for me is an apple farmer who invests and takes out loans and plants an apple orchard, spends all his time and energy into growing the apples, has to hire people then to harvest them. He puts them on a roadside stand to sell them so he can start to recoup and make a living supplying apples, which are good for everybody, right? An apple a day keeps the doctor away. So he's doing that. And then you have somebody who comes along and they buy an apple for themselves, but then they load up their bags, their grocery bags, with all of these apples and start distributing them to the community. It's great for the community, but what about that apple farmer? Because if he does not recoup back all of the expense that he's put into growing the apples, then he can't pay the light bill, he can't pay his employees, he can't do any of that. And pretty soon there is no apple farmer to anymore supply apples for the community. Piracy is the same way. And we really, really appeal to people. Be honest with things. And just like you in your job can't do your job for free because you couldn't pay your bills and make a living to eat, as filmmakers, we're the same way. And I think there's a lot of misconception that as an independent filmmaker, when the film goes out, that we're making tons of money. That's not it. We're trying to recoup all of the investment it took to make that film to begin with. So please be supportive of every independent filmmaker. Do not pirate. Do not upload. Share the clips that they provide for you. You can do that without permission, absolutely. But when it comes to a full piece, unless you know that there is permission to do so, you have to request permission and find out before you just throw it up there for the world.
Now, how do we know, Merrilee? Because you made me aware of this because of the journey that you and Paul and your team has gone through. How do we know this is a supported Eating You Alive clip or a pirated clip?
Anytime you find the clips, and people may have shared them, if you find a really short clip, more than likely, that is totally okay for you to share and enjoy and pass along and that type of thing. If you find the movie in its entirety, you absolutely know that that is pirated.
Okay, that's good to know. I wish there was like when you look at Instagram or Facebook, and I think even Twitter, there's like a little blue or a green or a dot that goes next to it. It's verified that this is the individual, that it's not. I mean, I received a text from a very well-known doctor that who's been on my show, thanking me to be on his show. And within a short period of time, we were going back and I realized this language is not the same language that this doctor would use.
Right.
And I realized that this was not the doctor. And I reached out to the doctor. I had Ashley call the doctor, and the doctor said, no, they've been trying to steal my identity for such a long time.
Yeah.
You know, people that are really good at doing things like this, you can use it for evil and doing harm for the community, or you can use it for the good. Learn a new trade so you can use it to spread the good news. Work with them, not against them. So I wanted to give you the opportunity to share that today, because I know that this video, and I'm sure that other documentaries have experienced this as well, but this one hit home with us because I want to see this documentary thrive, and I'm excited that you guys are a part of it. So I will leave that, and you can share anything other than that. We're done with unless there's anything you'd like to share.
Absolutely. I would say, and to that point too of protecting the copyright law and abiding by copyright law, that goes for people who want to share it with their community groups and that thing as well. Because sometimes people think when they buy a DVD, it's theirs to do with whatever they want. The copyright law states any public, as long as you're showing it in your own home personally, that's yours to do that with. Anytime you want to show it to a group of people outside in some sort of public forum, whatever it may be, it requires a license and a license fee, for which we're happy to work with people.
How much is a license fee?
It depends. It depends on the scenario. It depends on the number of anticipated attendees. There's a lot of things that it depends upon, but we have a really great partner in vegfund.org. Veg Fund is a nonprofit organization that offers a grant program to further the message and support independent filmmakers and activists who do food sampling and all kinds of things. So you can actually apply to their grant program, and they'll cover some of those expenses, including the licensing fee for screening films such as ours.
Nice. Thank you so much for giving that.
Yeah, vegfund.org. But I would say that when you support an independent filmmaker in this way, in this case, Eating You Alive, when you purchase a DVD or a Blu-ray, that type of thing, that helps us to be able to turn around and start the next project.
And for that, what is your next project? Can you say it?
I can't say the title just yet.
Okay.
We've got a couple of them centered around the power of whole plant foods in areas like mental illness, for one. And then actually targeting particular demographics, populations of people that they may not realize that it has a particular impact on. So we've got a couple of different projects we're getting ready to launch into. So if you appreciated and enjoyed Eating You Alive, it was impactful to you, I believe that these next two projects are going to be just as impactful, and we appreciate the support.
Well, you got my support, and I look forward to bringing the information to our viewers and our listening friends. So thank you, Merrilee, for being a part of this show. And I look forward to hearing greater and better things come from you and Paul in the future.
Thank you. We'll see you soon.
And to you, my viewers, thank you so much for watching. And I look forward to our next conversation.